Welcome to the Trending Views channel for day-to-day updates. You know how SpaceX has been launching Starlink satellites like there's no tomorrow? Well, here's the plot twist nobody saw coming. These satellites are falling back to Earth at a rate that's got even the experts scratching their heads. We're talking about hundreds of satellites deorbiting every single month. That's not a typo, folks. Hundreds. So what's going on up there? Are we witnessing the beginning of the end for Starlink? Or is there more to this story? Stick around, because we're about to dive into one of the most fascinating space stories of 2024. Main content. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Starlink satellites operate in what we call low Earth orbit, roughly 340 miles above our heads. Now, you might think that's way up there, but in space terms, that's actually pretty close to home. And that's where things get interesting. See, even at that altitude, there's still a tiny bit of Earth's atmosphere hanging around. It's super thin. We're talking thinner than air on top of Mount Everest, but it's there. And every single day, these satellites are bumping into these atmospheric particles, which creates drag. Think of it like a car slowly rolling to a stop because of friction. But here's where it gets wild. The sun has been way more active lately than scientists predicted. We're talking about massive solar storms and increased solar radiation that's literally heating up our atmosphere and making it expand. When the atmosphere expands, it reaches higher altitudes, which means more drag for our satellites. The numbers are honestly mind-blowing. SpaceX has lost over 600 Starlink satellites just this year alone. That's more than some countries have ever launched in their entire space program history. And we're not even done with 2024 yet. Now, before you start thinking this is a disaster, here's the thing. SpaceX actually planned for this. They built these satellites with a relatively short lifespan in mind. The average Starlink satellite was designed to operate for about 5 years before naturally deorbiting. But what nobody expected was for them to come down this fast. The crazy part is that SpaceX is still launching new satellites faster than they're losing them. They're basically running a constant replacement program. It's like having a conveyor belt of satellites, some going up, some coming down, all the time. There's also the environmental angle. While these satellites are designed to completely burn up in the atmosphere, some scientists are worried about the long-term effects of all this space junk constantly raining down on us. We're talking about tons of satellite material entering our atmosphere every month. So what's SpaceX doing about it? Well, they're constantly tweaking their satellite designs, adjusting orbits, and even developing new ways to extend satellite lifespans. They're also launching more satellites to newer, slightly higher orbits that might be less affected by atmospheric drag. The really interesting part is that this whole situation might actually help solve the space debris problem in the long run. Unlike satellites in higher orbits that can stick around for decades or even centuries, these Starlink satellites naturally clean themselves up. No space junk left behind. And here's something that'll blow your mind. Despite losing hundreds of satellites, Starlink's internet service is actually getting better and more reliable. That's because SpaceX is launching newer, more advanced satellites to replace the old ones. It's like getting a phone upgrade, but for satellites. So there you have it. The wild story of why Starlink satellites are falling out of the sky at record rates. It's part solar science, part engineering challenge, and part business strategy all rolled into one fascinating space drama. What do you think about all this? Is SpaceX playing it smart with this replacement strategy, or are they biting off more than they can chew? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love hearing what you all think about these space stories. And hey, if you enjoyed diving into this satellite mystery with me, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We got tons more space content coming your way, including some crazy stuff about Mars missions and asteroid mining that you won't want to miss. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.